Making some beef jerky today, guys. I'm going to start it, and I have to put it in some marinade for a day or two. Now this is a 6-pound eye of round roast, eye roast, whatever you want to call it, beef eye of round. It's got some fat on the outside, you can see. It has to come off. It's got some thicker fat on the sides and some silver skin I can see in here I'm going to have to take off. And anytime you cook beef, you want to try to get this silver skin. You can't really see it good on the camera, I'm sure, but you'll see it after I take it out of the package. There we go. So you can see this silver skin on here. You can't eat that. It doesn't melt in the pot, and it's like chewing rubber. So you want to try to remove this stuff. Anytime you have this silver skin on a piece of beef, try to get rid of it. This fat, stuff like that, you can trim down. Fat. It might melt, but the stuff underneath there, this stuff here, that's not, you can't eat that stuff. Take it off your beef. Don't put that in your pot. Especially when making beef jerky, you can't make beef jerky with this stuff on there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take this off, you know. You gotta find a place to start. See how chewy that would be? You can't eat that. Nasty. So I'm going to trim this all off. Get under there with my knife. Trim it down. Try not to take off all the meat. Gotta start somewhere, I don't know. Try to get it underneath there. There. You see that, guys? You can't eat that stuff. It doesn't cook. It doesn't come out when you cook it, so you just have to pull it out of your mouth if you keep it in there. Nobody wants that. Helps if you have a good sharp knife. Yeah. So, for beef jerky, I want to remove all the fat, because the more moisture and stuff that's off of this meat, the better it works. It stores longer with no moisture in the meat after it's finished drying, and fat retains moisture. You can't dry out the fat good enough for beef jerky. So I'm going to finish this up, clean it up. See, I got a lot of fat on there. Try to get this piece out of there. If I can leave a little bit of meat on the back of the fat, it's not much, it's no good. So I'll come back after this is all cleaned up. I got a lot of little trimming pieces to do for my beef jerky. So it took about 10 minutes to do this. I don't know if you can see, it's all cleaned up now. Took all that skin off of there, all the fat. So let's turn this around here. You can see these pieces. Fat, skin, all off. I didn't lose very much meat. I'd say about half a pound or so I took off. But yeah, this stuff here, you can't use this. When you're cooking with beef, take that off. Or buy meat without it. All that skin, this stuff here, you don't want that on your meat. Take it off. So anyway, it's all cleaned up. What I got to do is cut this into like 4 sections. So I see the grain is running this way, and the meat, it's got a lot of grain. If I cut my beef jerky long ways with the grain, it'll be tougher, chewier beef jerky. I'm going to cut mine across the grain and into sections. Show you how nice and meaty this is. Can you see that? Not much fat in there at all. Nothing. It's pretty good. Nice clean beef. This is eye of round roast, guys. So now I got it into these 2 sections. I'm going to turn it this way and try to chop it into... Ooh, I missed a piece. Missed a piece of fat. See if I can get that off. Ooh, it's harder to get it on the ends. There. So I'm going to turn it up this way. And get this little piece off there. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's nice not to have that. Somebody will get a piece of beef jerky with a little skin on there. I don't like that. I'll try to cut this in half with the grain. This knife's not really big. Move this piece out of the way. Yeah, there we go. So I got these little quarter sections now. See the inside of the meat? No fat. So I'll do this one, and I'm going to put these in the freezer. There it is. Beef jerky meat. So you can see how this stuff has to firm up in the freezer before I can cut it, so it cuts a lot easier that way when I make the slices. I usually use a electric slicer, so I might do that. So that's the end of phase 1, guys. I'll try to do the whole thing, but I have to make the marinade and stuff like that in the next video. Thanks for watching, man.